Good morning, welcome to ABC. Or is it afternoon? What time is it? Morning? Oh, it's still morning. Good morning, welcome to ABC 123 Trader. This is Mike, and I wish I should have showed you my trades yesterday. I did the recording, I forgot to upload it. And I did some trades, just a trade this morning, because when I woke up I saw the crash and I went, ah! And I was doing a little bit of programming, so I wasn't really focused. But anyways, what I want to show you is what I'm looking at the chart. So let's get into the risk disclaimer. I'm just going to upload this really quick, and let me read this risk disclaimer for you. Alrighty, let me get to my risk disclaimer. Okay, all forms of trading carry high level risk, so you should only speculate with money you can afford to lose. You can lose more than your initial deposit and stake. Please ensure your chosen method matches your investment objectives. Familiarize yourself with the risks involved, and if necessary, seek independent advice. Okay, U.S. Government required disclaimer. Commodity Futures Trading Commission. Trading financial instruments of any kind, including options, futures, securities, have large potential rewards but also large potential risks. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the options, futures, stock markets. Do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Alrighty. Okay, so what I'm going to show you is, let me get to the right screen here. I'm only going to show one screen.
Block by.
Move around here. Okay, here we go. Morning. Anyways, what I was doing is when I came up this morning, or woke up this morning, or I said I'll start trading around 10:30. I saw this. It was done. Basically, it was done. I went, there goes the move. It's been doing like for a number of days. And so I was programming a couple of things, just doing some tests, and it's not working. See, it's still going up. I should have kept the trade in. And as you can see, I did 475. So let me see if it will show it. Hopefully it will show it. Still not showing it, so I got to fix one bug here. It's showing some of them. So anyways,
block sell.
What I have on this chart here for indicators is, see the AAA 30-minute. So that's not into the pack yet. But I was looking at a number of charts. Okay, see how ugly it looks? So I said I don't want to play that game because it's quite volatile. But so I was waiting and waiting and waiting. And one of the biggest secrets that I love. Well, before I do that, let's go into one other chart.
Block sell.
You can see this region I marked. Yeah, she's going now. One of the regions I marked. Let me see if I can find all my charts, because I was chewing some charts up. I had way too many to show you guys. I'll start on this one. Okay, and so when I saw the market take off, and as you see this region here, this is called the market cycle. Okay, the market cycle, I want to get you some education so you understand how to use it and why I use it. The market cycle shows Asian session, London session, and New York session. Now I'm going to reduce a couple of these bars here. Maybe I already have it. Market cycle. I'm going to put a region count one, and let's see what happens here. That red, I want to use a different color. Maybe I'll use chocolate or something. Day trend here. I might turn off day trend. I like the black screen for this one for today. Looks like there's a lot of lines. The lines is, of course, the quarters. Okay. Bullish. Hopefully it doesn't lock up on this video here.
Block buy.
Yeah, it's buying in. Okay. Yeah, I'll put it to 2. I'll put it back to 2 for now. Market cycle, I'll put this
Block
back
buy.
to 2 so you can understand. Okay, now what the market cycle is what I usually do is if I'm doing the market open price, but I said I haven't been doing it for a while, I will look at this box and I'll see which direction it wants to break through. Once it breaks through, you can take the trade. And these dotted lines here, and that's why the region is so tight you can't really see it. Here's the region right here. This is the 50% of the London session, and this is the 50% of the first, I think it's 15 minutes, or yeah, I think it's the first 15 minutes of the New York session, okay, when it starts taking off. And I create a region of saying a bias of which direction I should go for, or, you know, to go. So it takes off in the beginning, first few minutes, take off the second meeting. This is probably close to the top of the hour, 55.49. Peaked out. I got in after 10 o'clock, so I was already in this chop, and I said, well, I guess I don't have a trade to really watch, and I know the market was going down. But what I do is, because it's already moved so much, I will look at where it wants to go. Remember, I have stop outs, I have so many indicators for you guys to look at. So I was looking at this. I saw the first bar and the second bar, and I'm going, sucks. It's so terrible. It's done. Okay? So what you can do is, I had to wait. And I wanted to see, it was already at a Fibonacci extension, because I have 161. Here's the 161 here, 161. It was already destroyed all the way through. So now I know it's going to play around, and we hit our interband extension. No, did we hit our interband extension? Upper range? No, we didn't even hit an interband extension, which is way down here. That's how volatile the range was. And so the reason why I chose this region is because I looked to the left, see where the bottom, here's where all the volume is at 860, but all the way to the bottom here. And then I saw the market maker. Will they go to these 3 areas? A previous high, open and low, or market maker. So this is kind of the sweet spot I was looking for. It never actually hit it. It got close. It was off by 40. See, this is in a kind of a quarters area. So it did a really expansive pop and came back up. It still might go down. We don't know yet. They're playing crazy games. Okay, so now, since I said this is the area I might be interested to buy in, I'll wait and see and give myself some type of an alert. Now let's get that out of the way, that chart out of the way. I'm gonna move this back. Let's get this out of the way. I wasn't even sure if I was going to get a trade in today, guys, because I saw it and I went, well, if it isn't, it isn't, but whatever. Okay, and because I already missed the big moves, and I was using this chart for now, because people ask me on videos to show different types of charts. So this is the Ichimoku one with quarters, and also market scanner. And so what I was looking at, because yesterday was a really ugly day. I made a few bucks, not much, and I just shut her down. I said, this is just gross, because I've been missing this move here. Okay, so the whole time I was looking at it, says, can I get a trade? And I made a little bit of money right here, and I shut her down. I just still didn't like it. Just wasn't feeling comfortable. You get these gut feelings. And the reason why I didn't like it is, look at how market scanner works. See, it was popping, 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 and then it finally took its big move back to an area of interest. See, guys? It looked to the left,
Block
to the
buy.
right. Okay? So it did a big sell-off, and then it did it go twice or once, or was that it for the day? Yeah, it was just so ugly. So anyways, and now if you look at it right here, just before market close, I said look to the left, trade the right, and it was this dotted line. Guess where it hit? Right here again. That's the reason why it's so powerful to look for tops and bottoms in the beginning if they're going to play this game. And as you can see here and here, I'm going to even circle it for you guys. I'm going to stay in draw mode. One, two. See? Same level. Quarters level. 50% of quarters level for a bounce. Touched a quarter, another quarter, break down, and then you could be playing your numbers with this. So you can see everything's going up right now. Currently on the we broke the cloud. Okay, so let's focus here. So as you can see, we're just breaking. Did we break the cloud? Let's see. Yeah, see how it exploded and it broke the cloud. So now we're just breaking the cloud. We got, you could say W pattern, all this. But now we know we're going to have resistance here. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. Telemarketers. Anyway, so as you can see right now, day trend's kicking in. We'd like to see a pullback continuation. We broke a really strong pullback. I'll give you know what, I have to add one indicator. Someone's been asking me about a video about fib retrace. Or no, fib retrace. Fib target. So I have it set for 120 EMA swing size 8. That's basically what it does. So it looks on the direction of the swing and tries to project targets. Hopefully it will show it. There it is. It was right here. See how the pullback was right to the zone and we hit target 1? And now we have, let's see if I can open this up here. Look at it go now. Wow. Man, I was actually really early in the trade. I could have taken a big one back. So anyways, let me see here. Here's your fib target box right here.
Block buy.
And we have another fib target box right here. And so basically what you want to do is when this new swing comes back, we want to try to get an entry into the new fib target and then continue on. Look how ugly this was all day and it takes off. Crazy. So anyways, where were we? Okay, so now, because this is actually a crazy rebound, look at this. So if you really think of a 4-hour, look at this. I'm going to create a new chart for now. No, look at that. Isn't that insane? The whole day you thinking you're making money, and then they buy it back. It's disgusting. These guys, they love destroying you guys. Anyways, that's why I say you make your 3 to 5 a day. If you make a lot, great. Because look at this. This is a 5-minute candle. It went 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 points. They're just destroying everybody's stops.
Block
Many
buy.
stops. Oh yeah. And so what I want to show you now is, and I never really showed you guys, it's with the Ninja Trader, what you guys got to do, because there's so much stuff to teach, is I'm going to get you, is it level 2? No, a time and sales
Block
chart,
buy.
okay? Now, all I want you guys to do on this time and sales chart, what you can do, put a block alert for NASDAQ. I'd use 15, okay? You can put a sound in there if you want. And what we're going to do is we're going to make it a minimum of size filter of 3. We don't want to look at all these ones, okay? So guys with at least a minimum of 3 contracts. And now she'll start filling up. And you can change the colors for buying and selling, which I was doing before.
block buy,
Let's see. Here you go. Here's a block buy. And what you want to know is, remember I have on an indicator called block scanner. That puts it on the screen so you don't actually have to look at these numbers. But it's very, very powerful, especially when you're in the really volatile markets, because what will happen is you're going to see a lot of block sales in the beginning. And then right at the end, you might start seeing block buying. Okay, like big block buying. That's an early entry. So for myself is because I do use I look at everything, as you know.
block buy,
So here's some more bigger orders, block orders. They're bigger orders, right? And so they were trying to buy up. And what will happen is all these little mini ones and stuff, it could be computer generated or us getting in. These are maybe a little bit bigger players that have 3 or 4 contracts, or maybe they're contracts of one person with, and there's 3 of us sitting at that price level. But the key is we want to look at the B's, right? So when you have that set up and it's going well, once it starts triggering like crazy, you can jump in. And so for myself is what I was looking for. When this kicked in, wow, that really moved. I should have stayed in that damn trade. Okay, so when this thing pushed down, I heard, of course, some block orders, but I was waiting for it to get to this zone, and then all of a sudden I heard reverse block orders as well. Then I knew it was time to get in, and I wanted to make my, I said $300 to $500, did $475, I walk away. That's all I wanted to do, because I was busy programming, and that was it. The patient of the trade, because it was a downtrend, but I knew it was, I thought it was going to actually kick in at 130, so I wasn't really watching it until I started hearing the noise. And then the other thing is, what I wanted to show you, I think I did show you this chart. Okay, so now the last thing, here you go. See, I came in, it was already way down here.
block buy,
Drop. Now we're breaking on look at this move here. Crazy move. And it hit the bottom of the marker, and then it started kicking in, and everything's going up and up. Now, what I was programming, if I can find it, because I close a few charts here. Is it on that chart? Turn off fib retrace for now. Yeah, it's right here and here and here and here. Okay, so, and this is actually in the quarter software, the new quarter software that I'm adding to it. So what this does is, let me reload this, but it's not working 100% right now. These arrows kick in. See how these arrows kick in? It means it's time to sell. This one was trying to do a buy, and it held. And then tried to do a buy, held. Here was another sell-off because it was a sell-off day. Okay? So it will look at once it gets close to the quarter mark, and if my parameters are correct, it'll try to give you a trigger. Arrows will only produce within the quarter, any of the quarter sections. So there was a quarter section here, and see, this one didn't work, and this one didn't work, and I got to find out why. Look at it explode. Wow. There must have been news. Let's just check the news. I want to know what the heck is happening on the news here.
block buy,
Nothing on the news. Interesting. Nothing on the news. Interesting. Wow, if she pops out of here, then I'll be really shocked. This is like a block order here, guys. This is a block order right here. This should hit a block order, reverse, and then possibly continue on. Anyways, So I digress. And look how it changed so aggressively from here to here. Something happened in the news, but there's no news. So basically, all I want to show you, well, a couple things I want to show you is the arrows and what I'm working on as well. And you can see all the AA 30 minutes, but it's not 30. What I'm doing is I'm just creating horizontal lines. This one, I think it's every 15 minutes, and I want to see where the market open price is right from. So we know market open price is at 9:30, and then at 9:45 there was another one, and I wanted to see that if there was any pattern. See, there was two groupings of a market open price here at 10, and then again a market open price around 11:15, and then is this 11:30? Look at that, 11:30 kickoff, boom. Jeez, that's why I like my 11:15 trade, guys, but it hit 11:30. But yeah, this is what you got to learn is these high volume bars. When you're in volatile days, let it play its game. If you see it hit a quarter, if you merge it with, maybe if you add this to your chart, keep it on top, and you see big block orders, and you can put a sound bite on it. And if 3 is too much, and if you just want it as 5 or whatever, because you don't really care what's really happening. But sometimes what you'll see is, see, there was a lot of block orders at 980, right? So 980 was right here. They were just chewing all this up, and then we got held right here. So when we were chewing them all up, because if they were shorting, think about it. These guys were shorts. Now they bought all those blocks out. There's a lot of contracts sitting at that price level. 97, of course, top of the marker. Anyways, other than that, just make sure you pinpoint your trades. Trade safe, guys. And you guys have a great day. Take care.